Traditional hot. Bikram, 26 and 2. 26 postures, 2 breathing exercises. The sequence is designed for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. The only difference between beginner and advanced is how often you need to rest or modify. We start with a deep breathing exercise, then we'll do 3 warm-up postures, then we stop for water break. Try to hold off on the water until after the warm-up's complete. The deep breathing exercise is going to be a 6-second inhale through the nose, a 6-second exhale through the mouth, constricting the throat, creating an audible breath. If you find your lungs are full or empty ahead of the class, hold them full or empty. It's the only time we'd ask you to hold your breath. Toes touch. Interlace and glue 10 fingers to chin and neck. Begin on the inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Every inhale, try to take in more air. As you start to work lung capacity and lung elasticity, exhale. Exhale, fogging a mirror on the ceiling, creating an ha sound. Inhale. Keep your shoulders down. Elbows shoulder height the entire time. Exhale. Use a very little bit of knuckle pressure to create the slightest pinch at the back side of the neck. Inhale. Fill your lower, middle, upper lung past capacity. Exhale. Keep your spine straight. Only move the neck. Elbows touch at the same time. The lungs empty. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Six more. Inhale. Shoulders down, elbows up, lungs full. Exhale. Elbows stay shoulder height. They touch as the belly tightens. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Two biggest breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. When you think your lungs are full, sip in more air. Exhale. Belly tightens. Elbows touch. Lungs empty. Release. Roll your shoulders. Moisten your mouth. 3 warm-up postures, starting with Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Inhale your arms up. Interlace 10 fingers, release your index fingers. Keep your thumbs crossed. Inhale again. Left and right 10 to 12 times. Watch your hips move opposite the shoulders like a pendulum, creating a stretch down both sides of the body. First set 60 seconds, second set 30 seconds. Don't worry about your depth, worry about your form. Depth comes with a consistent practice. Let's meet back up in the middle. Take an inhale, lengthen up. Exhale to the right. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward and to the left as your upper body starts to lean back. helping to open the shoulders and the pelvis, shifting the weight into the heels. Press your hips past the knife edge of your left pinky toe. Create a crescent shape with the body, enjoying a tremendous stretch down the left side of the body, bones to skin, fingertips to toes. Next, bring your right shoulder and your left hip a little bit forward so your shoulders and hips square to the mat in front of you. Lift your chin so your neck is visible. That's an airway. Keep it open. Arms are straight, heels of the hands are tight, biceps are connected to the ears. If there's a gap between the biceps and the ears, that's fine. It's an equal distance. Every inhale, finding a bit of space. Every exhale, moving a little bit deeper. Right hand pulls on the left hand, starting to point at the back right corner of the room, waking up the shoulders. We don't bounce. Reach, reach, and rise. Inhale, telescope your ribs. Exhale to the left. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward and to the right as your upper body leans back. Help to open the shoulders and the pelvis, shift the weight to the heels. Next, press your hips past the knife edge of your right pinky toe. Create a crescent shape with body. Enjoy tremendous stretch down right side of body. Bones to skin, fingertips to toes. Next, bring your left shoulder and your right hip forward, shoulders and hips square to the top of your mat. Lift your chin so your neck is visible and straighten the arms, biceps connected to the ears. If there's a gap, it's an equal distance. Every inhale, find a bit of space. Every exhale, move a little bit deeper. Left hand pulls on the right, pointing at the back left corner of the room. Don't bounce. Reach, reach, and rise. Great. Rest your head back. Roll your neck lightly, left and right, left and right. Take an inhale, telescope your ribs up. Trace one ceiling tile at a time backwards. 80-20 breathing. That means keep 80% of the air in the lungs. Breathe from the top 20%, creating an airbag effect to protect your spine. Keep your legs straight. Look for the back wall or baseboard, upper backward, spine bending, beginning to go back. Fall back. More back and rise. Still keep your biceps glued to your ears. Bend your knees as much as you need to release low back tension. Exhale your hands to the floor slowly. Take your time. This is you turn from back bend to forward bend. You're not warmed up yet. Toes should be touching. I want you to lift your heels left and right, left and right. Also need you to take deep knee bends all the way down and all the way up. Do that 3 or 4 times. You want to get some blood flowing between the joints, the ligaments, preparing for your practice of yoga. Padahastasana, hand to foot posture. Everybody take a deep knee bend. Grab your heels from behind and underneath. Pinky fingers eventually touch. Pull hard, straighten your legs as best as you can. Heads dangling like a boulder. Eyes are open, full 60 minutes of the class. There's no gap between belly and thighs. If there's a gap, bend your knees more. Use the pressure of the chest on the knees to start to straighten the legs, lengthening the top of the head towards the top of the feet, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, breathing. One day your legs will be straight and the lengthening of the hamstring will move to a pinch of the hip and a lengthening of the lumbar. But for now, breathe. Everybody, I need you to bend your knees more. Get your pinkies, wrists, and elbows closer together behind your heels, ankles, and calves. Pull hard and lock out your legs. Reverse your way back up. Bend knees, tight belly. Interlaced fingers. Exhale your hands down. Take a moment. Prepare. Second set. Inhale your arms up. Interlace 10 fingers. Release the index fingers. Opposite thumbs crossed. Inhale. Telescope ribs. Exhale to the right. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward and to the left. Lean your upper body back. Shifting the weight into the heels, lifting the chin. Your second set's half as long. Start the second set wherever you left off at the end of the first set. Start at your depth. Shoulders, hips square. Hips press past knife edge of left pinky toe. Wake up the shoulders, start to point back corner room. We're not bouncing, we're breathing, we're reaching. And rise. Inhale, up. Exhale to the left. Find height, find length on the inhales. Press your hips further to the right on the exhales. Chin is lifted. Start the second set wherever you left off at the end of the first set. You warmed up for this. Left hand pulls on the right, point back left corner of the room. We don't bounce. Reach. Reach. Rise. Rest your head back. Roll the neck gently, left and right. Bring the biceps back to the ears if you want to protect the neck. Inhale, telescope the ribs up. Start to trace one ceiling tile at a time backwards. You can let their head rest back as well. Keep the legs straight. Press your thighs, hips, stomach forward. Trace one ceiling tile at a time backwards. 80-20 breathing. Protect that low back. Near the end, you can bring the biceps behind the ears as you go back. Fall back. More back. And rise. Still keep the biceps glued to the ears. Bend your knees as much as you need. Exhale your hands to the floor. Once your hands are down, lift the heels left and right. Left and right. Deep knee bends. Down and up. Down and up. Padahastasana, hand to foot posture. Everybody, take your deep knee bend. Grab your heels or ankles from behind or underneath. Pull hard, straighten legs, best you can. You must keep the belly on the thighs, no gap. Head's dangling, eyes are open. Breathing. Pressure of chest on knees straightens legs. Elbows closer together behind the heels and knees. Breathe. Pressure of chest on knees. Straightens legs. One more time. Lock out your legs. Reverse your way back up. Hands down. We've warmed up the spine in 4 directions. Now we're going to warm up the core of the arms and the legs. Awkward seated pose. Step to the right 6 inches. Measure that with 2 fists between your big toes. Your feet are square like a capital letter H on the inside. Inhale, hands up, shoulder height. Inhale, engage bicep, tricep, pec minor. Inhale across your upper back. Chair pose. 6 inches between knees, ankles, elbows, wrists. You're sitting in an invisible chair. You're warming up those legs. You're testing the limits of balance. This first set is a backward spine bending, upper backward spine bending. So get those shoulders onto the wall behind you. Toes are lifted. Give the knife edges of your feet more energy and begin to test the limits of balance here, everybody. Breathing. I want you to sit deeper. So get to your edge right now. 6-second inhale. And rise. Ankle strength every day. Heels up, heels forward. Go to the point that you start to wiggle and wobble and try to stay there. That's your edge, and I want you to stay there. As you bend your knees, concentrate on the height of the heels. The height of the heels is your primary goal. If when you start to bend the knees, you notice that the heels lower, concentrate height of heels. Keep legs straight. Tighten your belly, lift the front of the pelvis, draw the tailbone down, protecting that low back. Hips never lower than invisible chair, knees never wider than the hips. Your final opportunity to inhale the heels higher and straighten the legs. Heels down. Keep your arms strong. Glue your knees together, lifting your heels 1/4 inch from the mat. Keep your knees touching. Stop where you want. 10-second descent. 10, 9, 8, 7, slower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eventually your arms and thighs will be parallel. Your shoulders will stay over your hips. It'll look like a 3-sided box from the side. Today, I want you to squeeze the knees and lift up 1/4 inch. 6-second ascent. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, feet together. Set up, second set. Step to the left, 6 inches. Measure that. 2 fists between your big toes. Feet are square. Hands rest on reflection. Hands are shoulder height. Inhale across upper back. Chair pose. Toes are lifted. Weights in the heels. Draw your shoulders down. Lift your chin up. Soften your expression and deepen the invisible chair. Test your limits here, everybody. You're at your edge. Warm up those legs. 6-second. Inhale, slide down, wall. And rise. Keep your arms strong. Work your ankle strength every day. Heels up, heels forward. Go to the point you're wiggling and wobbling. Stay there, then lift the heels higher. Tighten the belly. Bend your knees. Keep those shoulders drawing down. Front of the pelvis lifting up. If someone was standing behind you, they could see the whole sole of your foot. Inhale the heels higher. And rise. Heels down. Glue your knees together. Don't change the feet. Just touch the knees. 10. Stop where you want. 9. You're in an elevator. 7. See what I did there? 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. 3 bounces. Hold third high bounce. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hands down, feet together. One more warm up and we'll all stop for a water break. Eagle Garasana. Inhale your arms up. Sweep your right arm underneath your left. Grab your wrist. Interlace your fingers or grab your shoulders. Inhale across upper back. Exhale, chair. Inhale, right leg over left thigh. No gap between the thighs. The higher you lift the right leg over top of the left thigh, the more likely you are to hook the toe to the ankle. Some of us may never hook toe to ankle, no problem. Elbows, knees, ankles, wrists, all in the center line. That means knees to the right, elbows to the left. Tops of the fingers line up to the bottom of the nose, so pull the elbows down, work at a major compression in all the joints of the body. Take another 6-second inhale as you bend that left knee more, and release. Inhale your arms up, exhale, left arm under right. Grab your wrist, interlace fingers, or grab shoulders. Inhale, chair. Inhale, left leg over right. No gap between thighs. Hook or point your toe to your ankle. One day, the toes will reappear on the inside of the right ankle. Lift the chin. Tighten the belly. Move the knees to the left. Draw the right shoulder down. Deepen the breath again. Elbows, knees, ankles, wrists, center line. Bend your right knee. And release. Hands up. Both sides again. Right arm under left. If you can't grab your wrists, grab your shoulders and walk your hands towards the spine. Wake up that back. Inhale. Chair. Inhale. Exhale. Tops of fingers light on bottom of nose in this sequence. Left shoulder, right hip lower. Shoulders and hips square to mat. Bend right knee on the inhale. Exhale, release. Left arm under right. Inhale, cross upper back. Exhale, chair. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, release. Remove gap. Chin up, right shoulder down. Knees to the left. Soften the expression. Deepen the iron will determination to bend the right knee more. And release. Inhale. Exhale. Tiny sip of water. We're dedicating 20 minutes to warming up. Standing head to knee, Dhanayama Janu Sarasana. "60-second hold. Shift your weight to your left leg. Engage your left thigh. Feel or see the knee drop into the thigh. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, come on down. Interlace those fingers just below the foot. You're here 60 seconds. Don't worry, I've already started that timer. Worry about other things like your breath and your focus. Keep your focus forward. Keep your left leg strong, solid, concrete like lamppost. Thumbs under the foot. Don't grab the heel of the arch of the right foot. Go for the ball of the right foot. Show me there's no weight in the hands. If you've been to 10 or more classes, standing leg straight, option to kick. Both arms and legs are straight, and the right heel is hip height. No higher, no lower. And if all that makes sense, only then do you start to bend the elbows, pointing the elbows to the floor. Turn that right foot to the center line. Pull the toes back, press the heel forward. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and breathe. 3. That's breaths. 2. If you can, take your time to release. If you fell out, fantastic. Shift weight to right leg. Engage right thigh. Feel or see the knee drop into thigh. You can choose where you stay. All my cues are just suggestions. Inhale across upper back. Exhale. Grab that left foot. Interlace the fingers just below the knee. Just below the foot. Left heel underneath. Right leg strong, solid, concrete like lamppost. Don't grab the heel or the arch of the left foot. Go for the ball. Thumbs are underneath the foot. Focus forward. Show me there's no weight in the hands. Remove your grip. Nothing changing. If that makes sense, 30 seconds left. Option to kick. Keep your legs straight and arms straight until both legs are straight. Then bend the elbows. Pull toes back. Turn left foot to center line. Re-engage right leg. Don't give up. Get back in. 3 breaths. Shoulders away from ears. Elbows bottom calf. 2. 1, release. Doesn't matter you fell out. Do your best. Thumbs in, fingers out. Draw tailbone down. Inhale, telescope up. Press thighs, hips, stomach forward. This is about lengthening the front body, upper back bend. Second set, 30 seconds. Shift weight to left leg. Inhale across upper back. Exhale, grab that foot. Option to kick. Both arms and legs stay straight. Both arms stay straight until both legs are straight. Then bend the elbows. Then look at the top of the foot. Then run your gaze to your knee. 3, 2, 1. Shift weight. Engage right thigh. Feel or see the knee draw up. Inhale across upper back. Exhale, come on down. It's 30 seconds. No weight in the hands. Option to kick. Keep arms straight, both legs straight, bend elbows. Pull toes back. Look at your foot. Run your gaze to your knee. 3. That's breaths. 2. Straighten arms, straighten leg, bend knee, release. Upper back bend. Dancers. So in standing head to knee, we're rounding the back body, because in dancers, we start to round the front. So we're countering standing head to knee. Keep the palm upright, drop wrist to thigh. It's very natural that you don't even realize you all of a sudden twist your arm to grab your ankle. I want that palm to stay upright, crease of elbow facing outwards. So I'm not in the room to catch you on that. Ankle from inside, knee together. Now, the other option is just to grab your ankle from outside. Left arm up. 60 seconds. Kick into the right hand. Only use 50% of your leg strength. Now move your right hip forward or down as you begin to lay your belly over an invisible table in front of you. Hips square to the front of the mat or the floor. Begin to shift the weight to the ball of the left foot. So if you fall out, you fall forward, but strength of kick, iron will, and determination are carrying you. Left hand shoulder height or higher, cheek connected to bicep. You're breathing and you're kicking and you're stretching 50-50. Your goal is standing splits. You're well past that halfway mark. So if you fell out, get back in right now. Unity in the world. When the knee disappears, the toes reappear. When the toes reappear, the calf reappears. Don't give up, guys. Kick back, kick up, kick more. Reverse your way back out. Left palm. Keep palm upright. Invite shoulder blade to spine. Drop wrist to thigh. Keep palm upright. Take your ankle from the inside. Invite your knee to the center line. Inhale your right arm up. Kick 50% into left hand. No more, because your leg's stronger than your upper body. And begin to lay your belly over that tabletop. Shift the weight to the ball of the right foot. Re-engage the right leg. Left knee disappears behind the left hip, directly behind it. The toes reappear above the center line of the forehead. You're past the halfway mark. If you fell out, get back in. Unity in the world. Toes reappear. Calf reappears. 12 seconds. Standing splits. Kick back. Kick up. Kick a little more. Set your left foot down. 30 seconds. Right palm upright. Drop wrist to thigh, keep palm upright. Take your ankle from the inside. Invite your knee to the center line. Inhale your left arm up. Kick into the hand. Begin to lay your belly over that table. Standing splits is your goal. Okay, I've seen you practice floor splits. So today's your day. Shine. Standing splits. Kick back, kick up, kick more. Take your time. Slowly release. No rest. Left palm. Wrist to thigh. Ankle from inside. Knees together. Inhale, arm up. And begin your posture. Breathing the entire time. If you need stability, breathe deeper. Difference between yoga and exercise, quality of your breath. Kick back, kick up. Take your time if you can. Release. Tadasana, Talandasana, standing stick posture. 20 seconds. Back of mat. Hands on hips to protect low back, to modify. Or inhale your arms up. Interlace the fingers, release index fingers. Inhale again. Giant step, right leg. Point the toes of the left foot. Tighten the belly, lower the left hip. Straighten the left leg and the arms. Lift the chin. Lift the left leg and bring the biceps behind the ears as you start to reach and stretch and breathe and slowly release. What's your rush? Inhale, telescope, up. Giant step, left leg. Point the toes of the right foot. Tighten the belly and draw the tailbone towards the right heel. Straighten the arms and the right leg. Lower the right hip, lift the chin. Bring the biceps behind the ears. Deepen the breath to reach, to stretch, to slowly release. Hopefully your heart's racing. Cardiovascular-esque workout. Work every muscle in the body. Get the heart pumping. The secret, deep breathing to slow the racing heart. Inhale, arms up. Interlace your fingers, release index fingers. Inhale again. Giant step, right leg. Point the toes of the left foot, tighten the belly. Straighten the arms and the leg and lower the left hip. Lift the left leg. Lift the biceps behind the ears. Start to reach and stretch, lengthen, and release. Big breath, up. Giant step, left leg. Capital letter T. T stands for terrific. So straighten the arm, lift the chin, lower the hip, lengthen from tip of finger to tip of toe as you breathe and you stretch and you release. So much fun. Top of mat, turn to the right. Three postures facing in this direction. I'll change the orientation of my mat for a different view at the next posture. Inhale, gather energy. Exhale, giant step. Wide leg forward fold, Dandayama, Abhiktapada, Janu Surasana. Come on down. Not Janu Surasana, Paschimottanasana. Straighten spine. Draw shoulders away from ears. Shift weight to balls of feet by ensuring the hips over the knee, over the heel.
Grab calf, ankle, or heel. Doesn't matter where you are. What matters is that your spine is straight. The object of stretching is pulling, so you can start to pull on whatever you got a hold of. You can lengthen the top of the head away from the tailbone. Breathing. Straighten your spine. Check in on that. Lengthening the back of the legs, the hamstrings. You're inviting the belly towards the center line of the thigh. That's what's going first. Top of the head away from tailbone. Lengthen spine. Slowly release. Inhale, hands up, feet together. Doesn't have to be one step. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, giant step. So, if your forehead actually touched the floor, shorten stance. If your forehead did not touch floor, widen stance. Inhale. Coming down. You might take 2 breaths to find your posture. Okay, connect the breath to the movement. Every breath is a deep one. Lengthen the spine. Rise. Slow. Inhale. Exhale. Triangle, Trikonasana. This is climax of class. Isn't that great? Everything after this posture is a downhill slope. And everything you did up until this posture prepared you for this posture. 60-second first set. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, giant step. Turn your right foot to the back of the room or mat, bend your knee. Heels are in one line, or your right heel ends up to arch of left foot. Make sure your right knee is stacked. Right arm down, left arm up. And then line your elbow up to your thigh or your knee, but keep your knee above your ankle. Now lift your gaze to your left shoulder or thumb and activate the 10 fingers. Use the right elbow pressure on the right knee. Move the right knee to the right. Give the edge of your left foot more energy and draw the tailbone towards the left heel. If your right knee is passing your ankle, you're widening the stance, lowering the hips as a result. One day the hips will be below the knee, and on that day, you're going to get index and middle finger to big toe. Breathing. Hips lower. This is about the hips and core. Rise. Right foot, left foot. Inhale first. Exhale, bend knee. Inhale, bend knee. So ride the breath into these postures. Left arm down, right arm up. That's enough, okay? From there, you're going to set your elbow to line up to your thigh or knee. No higher, no lower. Gaze to right thumb. Draw right shoulder blade away from ear. Lift 10 toes from mat. Draw tailbone to right heel. Use left elbow pressure on left knee. Soften jaw, deepen breath, lower hips. Breathe. Slowly rise. Doesn't have to be one step, guys. Inhale, hands up. Second set. Changing orientation of mat, giving a different view. Okay. The mat was meant for this spot as it's perfect length. Big breath. Big step. Okay, so doing this together. Turn right foot. Bend knee. Okay, this is enough for most of us. But if your knee's passing ankle, you must widen stance. Knee passes ankle, widen stance. Then only move arms. Okay, stop there. Line your elbow up to your thigh or your knee. Okay, but start to line up to the knee if your hips are knee height or lower. Gaze to left shoulder. Breathe. You want to try to create a straight line, armpit to heel. You created a triangle between thigh, tricep, and ribs. Take your time to release. Right foot. Your hips are different side to side. Reset your stance. Okay, might be shorter on this side. Left foot forward. Bend. So this is a good start. Knee must stack. If you're seeing this is easy to do that, widen stance. Knee must stack. So just move arms, not torso. Don't worry about that yet. Now you want to line the elbow up to the thigh or the knee, right about there, and create that straight line armpit to heel. If you're seeing the knee past the ankle, you're widening the stance. Triangle between quad, tricep, and ribs. Strong right leg, toes up. Soft expression, deep breathing. Lower. Slowly rise. There you go. Hands up, feet together. Hands down. Okay, doing good. Pyramid. Danyama Babitupada Janu Sarasana. Inhale. Cross thumbs, don't interlock fingers. 3-foot step to the right. Turn your 10 toes to the back of the mat. Right hip back, left hip forward. Feet on railroad tracks, not a tight rope. Bend right knee, tuck chin, and place forehead to bend right knee. Use the pressure of the forehead on the knee to start to straighten the leg. In the posture, it doesn't start, unfortunately, until the forehead touches the knee. We're only doing this once. Palms touch, thumbs crossed, knife edge of pinky fingers to floor. Pressure of forehead straightens leg. Only if your forehead's connected to a straight leg would you get the hands to the mat and get the knee hairline to meet the kneecap. Slowly rise. 10 toes side, 10 toes front. So not tight rope. Get those feet off of a tight rope. No one can balance on a tight rope unless you do that for a living. Feet hip width. Then your left hip, right hip's back. You want to move hips square from top of mat. Bend knee, cross thumbs, don't interlace fingers. Big breath. Round that upper back. Tuck chin. Bend knee. Look at your belly button. Look at it. Pressure forehead straightens knee. That's the maybe. If your forehead's on a straight knee, then palm pressure mat hairline meets kneecap. Still must be able to breathe. If you can't breathe, you've gone too far. Slowly rise. 10 toes. Hands down, feet together. Tree pose. Shift weight to left leg. Inhale, right knee into armpit. Grab the knee with both hands. Close knee. Keep knee closed by holding it with the right hand. Grab ankle with left hand. To protect the knee, keep it closed. Place ankle on thigh. This is enough for most of us. One hand, heart center. Eventually, the heel will line up to the crease of the hip or the belly button. Still, everybody, one hand only, heart center. Okay, everybody. Doesn't matter how much you do Bikram. Because I need you to concentrate. Lifting the front of the pelvis, drawing tailbone down, creating space in your back, and then inviting the knee away from the front of your mat. So feel that space in the back, feel that hip flexor, and if nothing changes, only then would you bring both hands to heart center, concentrating a lengthening and an opening. Take your time to switch. So after doing yoga for almost 10 years, I can only bring both hands to heart center on one side because your body's different side to side. Inhale, left knee into left armpit. Close up the knee with both hands. Keep it closed, one hand, and place ankle on front of thigh. So this is enough for most of us. One hand, heart center. If you're coming often, eventually heel lines up to crease a hip or belly button. Do not bring both hands to heart center. First, front of pelvis up, then knee down. Concentrate on those actions and maybe both hands heart center. Like I can feel my foot wants to really let go here. Reverse your way out. Toe stand. It's not advanced. Everybody can play with it. I'll tell you, you can stop at any stage of toe stand. Shift weight to left leg. Inhale, knee into armpit, not chest. Close up knee. Place ankle to front of thigh. Invite knee away from front of mat. Stay here. First stage. Second stage, look at top of mat and begin to reach for mat. This is where you might stay as you work stability of left leg and a lengthening of your hamstring. If you're able to touch the floor, then shift weight into the hands, lift the heel, and lower yourself down. Do not rest on the heel. You'll slip left or right. You want that left leg strong. Tippy fingers beside the hips, shoulders over the hips. One hand, heart center. Maybe both hands, heart center. I can't reverse my way up. I release. You can reverse or release. Shift weight, right leg. Inhale, left knee into left armpit. Close up knee. Grab ankle, place ankle front of thigh. Knee away from front of mat. Stay here. Or look at the top of mat. Reach for the mat with both your hands. If you can touch the floor with your hands, then shift the weight into your hands. Lift the heel. Lower yourself down slowly. Tippy fingers beside your hips. Tippy middle finger beside your hip. One hand, heart center. Lengthen spine, strengthen right leg. Maybe both hands, heart center. Slowly release. Just like that. Doesn't matter if you fall. Honor your standing sequence. Onto the mat. Cobra. Okay. Hands under shoulders. Tops of fingers line up tops of shoulders. Draw your elbows tight like grasshopper legs. Keep your feet, hands, and belly button down. Lift your knees, ribs, and gaze. Breathing. So press your feet down. Draw the tailbone towards the heels. Don't use palm pressure to lift the ribs up. Use back strength. Lengthen the bottom rib away from the pelvis. Move your elbows towards 90 degrees. Keep the shoulders drawing down your back. Soften the expression. Deepen the breath. Work back strength. Slowly release. Hands beside you. Flip your palms to the floor. Spread your fingers and rock and roll the hips left and right. Try to get your pinky fingers to touch underneath your hips. If you were to make a fist, you'd grab the floor, not your shorts. Kiss the mat to protect the neck. Lift the right leg up. Concentrate. Relax your left leg. Concentrate. Straighten your right leg and press your right hip down on wrist, mat, or forearm. Inhale the right leg higher and slowly release. Inhale, left leg up. Concentrate. Relax your right leg. Straighten your left leg and press your left hip down. Inhale the left leg higher and release. Double leg lift. Before you do a double leg lift, spread the fingers, touch the pinkies, and straighten the arms. You can use a little bit of momentum for double leg lift. Kiss the mat, don't look left or right. Push down, lift up. The more you push down, the more you're gonna lift up. Your goal is to roll your hips up off of your wrists and forearms and back down, arms out from underneath. Airplane, full locust. Spread your wings, palms face the floor. Think F-16, not B-52. Inhale, rise. Squeeze shoulder blades. Point toes. Draw tailbone to heel. Lift thighs. Lift hands so they line up crown of head. Create a banana shape. So I need you to use your back strength more. Breathing. Lifting more. Floor bow. If it's difficult to grab your ankles, don't grab your ankles. Spread your wings for airplane. You'll get the same benefits, spine strengthening. Grab your ankles or spread wings. Kick into the hands, keep your arms straight. Draw shoulders down your back. Your goal is to create a tear drop shape. So gaze up. One day, biceps line up to the ears. Knees and ankles 6 inches apart. Breathing, arms are straight, feet are engines. Kick into the hooks of the hands with the engines of the feet. Slowly release. Top of mat. Hips on heels, hero. If you know what sleeping hero is, go ahead, move into it. If you know what Supta Virasana is, go ahead, move into it. So this is Virasana, hero's pose. If this is pressure on your knees or ankles, no problem. Lean forward to release the pressure, okay? I had to do this posture every single day for 1 year before I could sit comfortably like this. If you can sit comfortably like this for 3 minutes, then the next stage would be to keep your knees together, get your ankles apart, and see what happens. If your hips are floating or you feel pressure in the knees, then I want you to come back to the first part of the posture. If your hips are on the floor, your knees are okay, then you might lean back. It's okay if the knees start to open. If they lift off the mat, you've gone too far, your psoas front body's too tight. From here, you might get down to your elbows. Again, it's okay if the knees open. If they lift, you've gone too far. Some of us might get down to the shoulder blades, grabbing the elbows above our head. And if you're already there, then you're going to switch your grip. I've been doing this almost 10 years, and I still can't comfortably do that posture. No problem. We get the benefits of that posture multiple times throughout the class. We do everything multiple times in the class, okay? So if you skip or modify a posture, it doesn't matter, okay? Stick through the class, get the benefits at some point. Release. 3 postures, 2 twists, breathing exercise, no time left. Let's spin around, everybody. Great job. Wind removing pose. Inhale, right knee into right armpit, and release the fingers below the knee. Press your left heel away from your left hip. Pull your 10 toes up towards your 2 knees. Keep the head glued and micro tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Spread the bones of the feet. Wide knuckle grip, so strong grip. Work compression in the hip. Elbows equal distance to the floor. Breathe into the lower right lung. Press belly up, inhale. Pull thigh down, exhale. And release. Inhale, left knee into left armpit. Interlace the fingers just below the knee. Press your right heel away. Pull your 10 toes up. Breathe into the lower left lung and spread the toes apart. Keep the head glued, micro tuck the chin. Massage your organs, work grip strength, compression in the leg. Jai breathing. And release. Inhale both knees into the chest. Reach over the shins for opposite elbows. If you can't grab your elbows, no problem. Grab the wrists, fingers, or knees, but always try for the elbows. Feet are side by side, not crossed. Back of the head glued to the mat. Can you flatten the top rim of your sacrum and your tailbone? As you do that, you'll feel the knees pull away from the chest. Concentrate your spine flat, but pull the knees back into the chest. Breathe. And release. Double exhale sit-ups to transition through the rest of the class. Inhale your arms up, glue your heels down. Double exhale. Back of mat for half tortoise, Ardha Chakrasana. Sitting hips on heels. Inhale your arms up, cross your thumbs, don't interlace your fingers. Keep your hips on your heels. Inhale, telescope ribs up. Exhale, see if you can get your forehead to touch the mat ahead of your pinky fingers. Then shuffle your hips back down to the heels and lengthen your belly down your thighs. Keep the palms touching, thumbs crossed, knife edge of pinky fingers to mat. And bend the elbows as much as you need to try to get the forehead to the mat. If your forehead's on the mat, then keep it there and straighten the arms. If your forehead's to the mat also and your arms are straight, then lengthen out of the neck, nose or chin to the mat. Breathe, everybody. Reverse your way back up. Camel. 6 inches between knees and ankles, that's 2 fists. Measure that. Keep your feet down. Thumbs in, hands out. Draw tailbone down. Press pelvis forward. Inhale, chest up. If you can press your feet down and move your hips past your knees, and you see the back wall in your room, then you might get the hands to the heels. Keep your hips squared to the knees, top of your mat, push your feet down. Draw your shoulders down, keep your lips closed. Touch your teeth together, lengthening belly button to chin. Breathing. Slowly spin around. Shavasana. Glue your heels down. Inhale your arms up. Double exhale, sit up. Onto the back of the mat for Rabbit Sasana. Knuckles down, palms up. Inhale across the upper chest. Exhale, tuck chin, lift hips, grab heels. If you were wearing a ponytail, you'd be attempting to place your ponytail to the mat. And as you lift your hips up over your knees, you're putting pressure on the neck, which is why you pull on the heels, to relieve the pressure from the neck. Lengthen the backside of the body. Breathe. Slowly release. Janusarasana. Separate leg, head to knee. Right leg out, left leg in. Torso to the right. 1, 2, 3 times. Bend your knee, grab your foot, and place your forehead on your knee. Gaze under right armpit. Maybe the pressure of the forehead starts to straighten the leg. And if your forehead's connected to a straight leg, maybe you lift the heel 1/4 inch. This is the same as standing head to knee, only you've removed balance from equation. Gives you an opportunity to play with the posture. Let's switch. Torso to the left, 1, 2, 3 times. Bend knee, interlace fingers, thumbs under foot, gaze under armpit, forehead must touch knee. Posture doesn't start till forehead touches knee. Maybe the pressure of the forehead straightens knee. That's the maybe. If your forehead's connected to a straight leg, maybe you're going to lift the heel 1/4 inch. Make sure you're breathing and release. Double exhale, sit up. Second shoulder blades touch down. Remove fleshy meat bones. Internal rotation of femurs. Index, middle finger, grab big toes. Press big toe mounds forward. Lengthen spine. Exhale, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, relax your head. Draw elbows down, shoulders away from ears. Relax your neck. Release. Final spinal. Bend right knee, step left leg over. To modify, keep right leg straight. Try to get 4 corners of left foot to the mat. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale into your twist. Inhale, lengthen the low back. Exhale, a little more of the upper back twist. Your left hand's a kickstand. Use it to find space in your back. Deep Ujjayi breath. Release. To modify, keep bottom leg straight and step right leg over. 4 corners of the right foot on the mat regardless. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale into your twist. Right hand like a kickstand. So use that kickstand, lengthen. And twist more. Shoulders draw down. Gaze over right shoulder. Slowly release. Counter twist. Kabalati, breath of fire. Comfortable seated position. No moving of belly. Sorry. Only moving belly. No moving shoulders. Is going to be a full lungs inhale, exhale, half. Snap, last half out. The inhale's automatic. You just concentrate, exhale. 30 of them. Inhale. Exhale, half. And begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spin around, Shavasana. The most important thing you do during a yoga class, and sometimes one of the hardest things to really grasp the importance of, you must not skip Shavasana. You must lie on your back and absorb the benefits of your hard work. This is different than lying in bed before you go to sleep or lying in bed in the morning. This is different than a nap. You work so hard on so many compressions and extensions, working on equalizing blood pressure and all the different systems in the body. Allow that oxygen-rich blood to get in contact with every cell in the body right now. If this is hard on your back, you bend the knees to release that low back tension. Move your fingers and toes. Move your ankles and wrists. Inhale, morning stretch. Exhale, roll to your side. Comfortable seated position. Thank you for sharing. My name's Roham. Namaste.